how 3 HBCU graduates came together to open a bar that gives back to the Harlem community. All that and more on today's Common Good, presented by Amazon. Hey y'all, and welcome to Common Good. I'm Luria Freeman. In this episode, we went uptown to check out Harlem Hopes, a 100% African-American owned craft beer bar. Founded by Stacey Lee Spratt, Kim Harris, and Kevin Bradford in 2018, this is a go-to spot in Central Harlem for beer, booze, bites, and beats.
My inspiration for opening up Harlem Hopes is simply necessity. I lived in Harlem and it was difficult to find craft beer in Harlem at the time that I was here. I always wanted to open up a restaurant or a bar for myself.
Black people in brewing and Black people, in craft beer was something that really, wasn't heard of. I felt like it would be something new and inventive and, being able to do business with my friend and then bringing Kevin on board and doing business with him. And it was just a small circle of people and we all graduated from HBCUs. So it really was just ordained. It was supposed to happen exactly how it's been happening.
When we first opened, we met with Tanya Hopkins, who is also known as the Food Griot. She's a food historian. And I met her and I was like, do you have any history on beer? She's like, I have tons of history of beer for you. So then she put together what you see on the column in our back. And it pretty much tells you about the true origin of beer, because when you look at it, if you Google it, it'll just tell you that it started in the Mesopotamian region of Africa. They were brewing beer in all parts of Africa, west, south, east. Every part of Africa had their own form of brewing, way before the Egyptians even got to it. So we were the developers of the first American lager, the first beer recipes, right? So it's in our DNA innately, as Blacks especially, beer is us, a part of us. And we are part of the history of beer. And that's the part that we want to speak out loud and proud about and let other people know.
Craft beer is made with local ingredients, fresh hops, barley, grains from the local farms in the area. The brewery will make it that day and we will bring it in that same day and serve it. So it's the freshness.
It was a priority for us to not have anything that was large, big brands, and it's just so people can be more thoughtful to their approach to drinking and not just fall into the marketing and the mass marketing of certain things. And also, this is my community, and I want to be thoughtful and mindful of what I'm putting into my own community. So on the menu right now is Black History Month, right? So we have 98% Black-owned brands, and we have 2 female-owned brands on tap. 14 taps are dedicated to Black brewers.
Something that's near and dear to my heart is Harlem Hopes. Harlem Hopes is our nonprofit organization. I have been providing scholarships and education to people of color for many, many years. So when we came up with Harlem Hopes, we really wanted to provide scholarships to young people in Harlem to attend HBCUs because we truly believe that education is freedom. So we don't want to just serve the community, we want to be of the community. We want to serve our young people. We want them to understand, no, we're not just here working with a bar, but we're also here to serve you and to provide you with an opportunity.
It's just one of those things where it's, like I said, it's just like Cheers. Everybody knows your name. We know what kind of beer you like. Kevin is very good at putting certain beers aside for certain customers. We just want everybody to know that when they come here, they're being well taken care of.
Our See Good, Do Good challenge this week is to learn something new about the origins of one of your favorite foods. We just learned about the history of American lager from Kim at Harlem Hops. And I'm sure there are other fun facts to be learned about something you eat or drink every day. That's it for today. I'd like to thank Amazon for presenting today's episode. Thanks so much for watching Common Good.